Welcome to our problem discovery and model generation system, called Snowcat. Snowcat helps you to complete two tasks. The first task is to discover a number of problems, which can be used by any automated machine learning system to generate model against these problems. While in the second task, it provides interactive visualizations to explore and discover the best machine learning model of a given problem specification. You may be assigned to perform only task 1 or only task 2 or both. If you are assigned to do task 1 or both tasks, then you can start by clicking the Continue link. However, if you are assigned to do work only on task 2, then clicking on the Skip link will bring you to the task 2. In this tutorial, we will illustrate you how to do work in task 1 and task 2. Let us start from task 1. The Snowcat interface is mainly divided into two sections. The left side shows the workflow status section, which is used to show the status of the current task. While the right side panel is composed of a number of areas, called cards, where each card shows either a visualization or some specific information necessary to understand and explore the data or to complete the required task. On the top of each card, next to the name of the card, a button is provided with a question mark sign. Clicking on it shows a short description of the card and many times a video tutorial link that explains and details the working and features of this particular card. On the top right side, few other options are provided. For example, to expand a card in full screen or to disappear the card if you do not need it anymore. You can scroll down or up to see other cards. As we said earlier, that the purpose of task 1 is to discover a number of well-specified problems that can be users' input for an automated machine learning system to generate machine learning models against these generated problems. Mainly, Snowcat provides 3 cards in this task. The first card provides data augmentation facility. This is used to look up the internet for the datasets related to the current dataset based on a keyword. The system returns a number of available data sets on the internet with their details. You can select one data set in the case if you are interested in data augmentation. The second card shows the data set in a table form. Each column represents a field in the data set and each row represents a record in the data set. You can search the fields through the top search bar or browse it from the given options at the bottom side. The third card shows a number of histograms. Each histogram represents a field in the input dataset, where x-axis represents the range of values and the y-axis represents the number of items in each range of values in the underlying field. Mouse hovering over any particular bar in a histogram brings a darker color on the top of all other bars to show the relationships between the items in this bar with the items in all the other fields. Two-way cross-linking is provided between these histograms and most of other visualizations through mouse hovering over any visual element. At the bottom, a button with the title "An Additional View" is provided. This opens some additional card useful to understand the data set or to reopen an already closed card. On the left side panel, you see the System Workflow panel, which tells you the current stage of your task. After exploring the data set, you press the blue-colored Continue button on Workflow panel. This brings a new card that shows the system-generated problems set. Snowcat provides the interaction to see the details of each of these problems and to edit some fields, for example if it is meaningful or not. You can copy an already generated problem so that to make your own problem by editing it, or can generate a new problem through the Add New Problem button. This brings a new view that helps you to generate a new problem. You need to select a target feature, the corresponding predict features, a task type, a metric, and some description of the problem. Pressing the Save button adds this problem to the problem set table. You can edit or delete this new created problem. Further details of this card are in the tutorial video of this card, which can be accessed through the question mark sign button. After you have looked the system-generated problem set and make changes in them appropriately, for example making them meaningful or not meaningful, and generating your own new problems, you can submit these problem set by pressing the Submit Discovered Problems button at the left side workflow panel. In this case, Snowcat saves all these problem specifications in the backend and shows you a new view to start working on task 2. If you are assigned to only task 1, then you can close the browser window now. If you are assigned to do task 2 as well, then you can start task 2, then this is the entry point of task 2. If you are assigned to task 2 only, then clicking the skip link earlier will bring you here. The task 2 aims at discovering the generated prediction models based on a given problem specification generated by system or by you. The problem set card shows a green highlighted problem, which is the preferable problem by the system. It also shows running enabled option, which is used to select any other problem. The selected problem is also shown on the left side workflow panel. At this stage, Snowcat also shows the raw data car and summary visualization card, in order to provide you the facility to explore data set at this stage as well. On the left side workflow panel, you need to press the highlighted Continue button, which enables the Snowcat to start working with automated machine learning systems to generate the prediction models. When these automated machine learning systems send back the generated prediction models, the Continue button at the left side panel is enabled. In live running of the Snowcat system, this could take a couple of minutes to an hour, depending on the data set. Pressing the Continue button opens 2 further cards. On the top side, one card shows the score of all the prediction modes based on the given performance metric in the problem specification. For example, here you can see the value of F1 macrometrics for all the generated 5 models. While the second new card is used to show the generated prediction models in some interactive visualization form. Initially, it does not show any model. But as you select any model in the model's scorecard, the corresponding model visualizations appear on the model car. For example, as this is a classification task, so here you see the prediction models in confusion matrix form. For getting the further details of each model visualization, you can click on the Help button as well as can watch the tutorial video of this visualization. You can see the histograms visualization through scrolling down and can see any previous cards through the Add Additional View button at the bottom side. After exploring all the prediction models, your task is to select the best one amongst all these generated models. Here the best model is based on your understanding of the data set and the generated prediction models. You can go back to any previous step by clicking on that particular step in the left-hand workflow. For example, here we go back to the problem description selection level where you select another problem specification. The next 2 steps are the same as we described earlier. However, an option is provided on the model scores card to see models of any previous sessions as well. Again, you select a number of models from the current or previous sessions and the model visualization card shows the resulting models in an interactive visual representation. At the bottom of the left side workflow panel, you can see the current running session as well as any previous session. You can switch backward or forward between these sessions. Once you have decided about the best one model, you can provide this input to the Snowcat system through left side workflow panel. A list is provided with all the generated models' names from all the sessions. After selecting your preferred model name, you need to click the Select Model button, which tells the Snowcat to save this option. A confirmation message is appeared in green color at the bottom side. If you selected the wrong model by mistake, then you can repeat this model selection task. When you are satisfied with your selection, then you can close the browser tab to indicate the finishing of task 2.